Whoa. Imagine being live. It couldn't be me. Welcome back, everyone. You know the drill. We're hopping back into Corpse Party Book of Shadows, and we're doing Chapter 6, Mire. Got my water, I'm ready. Oh no, we're starting off as Piss Girl. Where am I? The first thing I saw when I opened my eyes was the ceiling of a dark, gloomy room with flickering, uncovered light bulbs. The random bursts of light they shone were so dim that they only just barely lit up the wood grain on the ceiling, enough to see patterns in it. Ow. Back of my head hurt in the same way it would if someone had just pulled my hair really hard. I couldn't do anything about it, though, so I just frowned and waited for it to subside. I wondered if I hit my head somewhere. I can't remember a thing. I suddenly realized that my feet weren't touching the ground, and there was a cold sensation along my back. I must have been lying down on a hard surface. I tried to move, but both my arms and my legs had gone to sleep, and they wouldn't budge. Just had to keep lying here until they woke up. I gave up on moving and instead just stared up at the gloomy ceiling again. I don't like it. The wood grain looks like a person's face. I knew it wasn't actually a person, but it really did look like one, and he was glaring down at me with a hateful expression. It was creepy. Why does it look familiar? Where have I seen that face before? And that was it. It looked like the Scream, that Munch painting we studied in class. Except this face was screaming in anger. He hated me. I'm really starting to get scared now. If only Big Brother were here with me. He just pat my head and laugh and tell me how silly I was being. Oh yeah, where is Big Brother? I was so a little disoriented, but I turned and twisted my head as best as I could manage to see if I could find him anywhere nearby. Why was I sleeping in a place like this anyway? And why wasn't Big Brother at my side like he always was? I remember bringing Big Brother his umbrella, then doing some kind of charm with his friends. Then I was in an old school building. And then Big Brother and I were looking all over for a bathroom so I could pee, and we got separated. Big Brother, why were we in this school to begin with? Maybe the charm failed and this was our punishment? Maybe I was the one who messed it up. I probably shouldn't even have been there. And if I hadn't asked him to help me try to find a bathroom, we wouldn't be separated right now. I should have just held his hand and not let go. I could have lasted a little longer without peeing. Then we'd still be together. What happened to me after that? That's right, I finally found a bathroom, but when I went inside, there were people hanging in there, lots of them. I was so freaked out, I went back into the hall and collapsed onto the floor, and then I was talking with someone. It was a boy who'd gotten separated from his little sister, I think. He said he'd help me find Big Brother, his name. That's right, his name was Yuya Gazami. It hurts, it really hurts. Why can't I move? Why? I then realized that I couldn't see my arms. Where were they? Why weren't they at my sides? They were still numb too, so I couldn't feel where they were either. but I tried my best to move them anyway. That sounded like rope. Am I tied up? I thought maybe the reason I couldn't feel my arms or legs and couldn't move them was because I couldn't move was because I was tied up really tight and it was cutting off my circulation. Come on, move. With some effort, I was finally able to move my fingertips. I started feeling everything I could, grateful even for this little bit of reassurance. I feel something. The rope around my wrists had been tied up tight and looped many times over. With the circulation trickling back into my hands, it was really painful. It hurts. It hurts. I was so scared. It felt like I'd forgotten how to breathe. Somebody's coming. The footsteps were echoing from out in the hallway. They stopped right in front of this room. Big brother? Big brother? I wriggled in place and screamed as loud as I could. I couldn't even care about the old splintery rope into my wrist and my ankles anymore. Big brother, save me. It's Yuka. I'm right here. Save me, please. You shouldn't writhe around like that. The ropes will just hurt that much more. No, not that fucking creep. Why are there so many men that are fucking creeps in this game? My apologies for the long wait. It's so dark in here. You must have been terrified. Book of Shadows, Episode 6, Mire. Kazami. Are you alright, Yuga? He was looking at me with a caring, sympathetic smile on his face. He seemed to be really concerned about me. Please, save me. When I came to, I was all tied up. You were indeed, and I'm the one responsible for that. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. I want to make sure I never got separated from my dear little sister ever again. Little sister? You, of course. That's why I had to tie you down so you wouldn't ever leave me. Why, Kazami? Are you joking with me? Why, you ask what a silly question. I already told you, because you're my little sister. What part of that don't you understand? I don't understand it at all. I'm not. Well, you are still just a child, so maybe you're simply too young to comprehend. Dude, she's 14. She's not that stupid. But worry not, your big brother will tell you all about it. Kazami! We're siblings after all. We simply have to reach an understanding. His eyes looked like they were staring far off into the distance, like he was in a trance. I'm scared. Big brother, I'm scared. Why was he doing this? Why did he tie me up? And why did he look so happy about it? Why didn't I get any of it? Every hair on my body was standing on its end. I was terrified. Isn't there any way I can escape? The corners of my eyes were on fire. I couldn't stop myself from crying. Tears were flowing down my face like a waterfall. Kazami smiled, then reached out and touched my cheek. His hand was ice cold. It was like there was no blood flowing through it at all, like the hand of a dead person. I've been waiting so long for you to wake up. Now show me that spark of life. Put everything you've got into it and cry for me, Yuka. Cry as loud as you can. He slowly and hesitantly took his hand off my cheek, then began walking around me toward my feet. Then he gently grabbed my skirt with one hand and drew a knife from his breast pocket with the other. It's showtime! There, just like that. That's the voice I've been longing to hear, and the face I've been longing to see. It's only when one's terror and hopelessness reach their peak that the soul truly shines. I want to see more. Direct more of that at me. Yuka, I know you're capable of shining even brighter. Well, don't you worry. Your big brother will help reveal that light. Covered in blood and writhing in pain. True suffering is a far, far prettier sight than this. What's wrong, Yuka? There's no time to rest. The fun is only just beginning. So, why don't you try calling me Big Brother? Big Brother, save me. Big brother, please come save me. What are you saying, Yuka? Your big brother's right here. Look, right in front of your eyes. No, my big brother is... The panic and fear just kept getting more overpowering. I think I was hyperventilating. But Kazami showed no mercy. Instead, he reached out and grabbed my neck. Living rabbits really do make far too much noise. Can't breathe. What a thin neck you have, so soft and supple. I can feel, carotid artery and your, cervical vertebrae perfectly. These muscles, this curvature, so sensual, like it was made for my hand. Is it painful? It must be painful. This is your fault, you know. I'm your only big brother around here. With that, he let go of my neck, but then hastily pulled out the knife in his hands, right up to my face. He made sure I could see every inch of it clearly and just held it there, slowly turning it for what felt like an eternity. Have you gotten any good look at it, Yuka? The knife was stained with red splatter marks. No, not even red, just dark. It wasn't a color I knew well, but there was only one thing it could have been. Blood. Oh, this? No need to worry. Kurosaki dirtied it a bit, but it still cuts like new. I was shivering so hard I could feel my teeth vibrating. A chill ran through every part of me, as if I were so afraid that it had actually lowered my body temperature. The chattering coming from inside my mouth was getting louder and louder, to such an extent that even I was getting distracted by it. What a lovely face. My little sister is doing an excellent job, but her clothes are in the way. Oh, you fucking creep. Kazami suddenly tore my uniform, exposing my stomach. What's this? Your belly's bouncing like a water balloon. It must be full of guts. He laid the knife blade flat across my belly button, and the sudden sensation of cold metal against my skin sent even more shivers up and down my spine. If it hurts, feel free to scream, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. That all you got? What's the matter, Yuka? You haven't given up already, have you? Not after I've finally gotten my hands on the little sister I've always wanted. My throat was completely dry. I actually wanted to cry for help, but the walls of my air pipes were sticking together. Breathing was hard enough. Answer me, Yuka. Yuka. No! That's a good girl. Now it's time for the main event. Big brother, save me. Fear had taken over. I couldn't hold myself back. I knew it wouldn't go over well, and I knew it wouldn't hurt, but I forced myself to cry out. Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother. I'm your big brother, remember? Apologize, Yuka. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, that simply won't do. You have to say, Big brother, I'm so very sorry. Do it right this time. Big brother. My big brother isn't you, Kazami. I'm not your big brother. You bitch. What was that just now? Did I imagine it? Hate me so much it makes you wet yourself? Brother. Oh, how very interesting. Even in such an embarrassing state, you'll still call out for help from your big brother? Pitiful. You're my adorable little sister, and I'm going to make you feel real good. So there's no need to lie there, crying in your own urine. It's pitiful. Pitiful? Did I just look down at this girl and call her pitiful? Why? Why am I feeling pity for her? What's happened to me? The poor girl? How is it even that I can exhibit such useless, empty emotions? Is there still some remnant of potential with a man like me? To birth these paltry platitudes? I'm not like the others, and yet even I. I keep telling you, there's no way my little boy would do something like that. But I'm afraid it's true. Your little boy, Yuya, brandished a pair of scissors with intent to harm a fellow kindergarten student. So you're saying this was done on purpose? By the time we arrived on the scene, he was looking down at his own bloodied hand and laughing. We've done everything we can for him on our end. How you wish to deal with him is now up to you. Please wait. I couldn't even manage to crush his eye. Ever since I was little, I've been unable to put myself in another man's shoes. I possessed no sympathy, no empathy, and no respect for life. Slowly but surely, my parents started to see me like I was some kind of devil. They shunned me, they ignored me. They had focused all their love and affection on my older brother and sister, on my highly successful and generally upstanding brother and sister. Everybody liked them, and I began to realize just how different life was for people who are well regarded. And since my parents had given up on me, those siblings were the only ones who ever looked after me. My brother was particularly obnoxious, always flaunting his honor student status, was trying to make me into a good little boy. It was sickening. He'd use his standing as my elder to boss me around, and would even follow me to make sure I was behaving. But I did fight back once. Back in elementary school, I stood up to my older brother. What the hell are you doing? Yuya, what did you just burn? It was an animal. Oh, are you mad because it smells? I just killed it now. So it still had some blood left in it. It was going to smell no matter what. Ow. The hell was that for, asshole? I honestly had no idea why he'd struck me, but this was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of violence, and I was pissed. I tried to jump him, but he was just too big. I didn't stand a chance. Why do you have so little regard for life? How can you just kill another living creature? Why would you do something like that, Yuya? You shut the fuck up. I'm the one who found it. You can do whatever the hell... I can do whatever the hell I want with it. I couldn't believe the asshole actually threw a punch at me. I was determined to hit him back. I wasn't going to give up until I succeeded. Unfortunately, his size really was an insurmountable obstacle for me. My attempt to fight back was cut short by another, much harder blow to the same cheek. Now you listen to me. That was twice now. I was going to make him pay. I'd swore I'd injure him. My punch was going to connect. If I couldn't hit him in the head, any other part of his body would do just well. Damn it, just because you were born first, you think you're so tough. Well, if I were just a little bigger, I'd... You're not getting it. You need to grow up, Yuya. As long as you're not a complete idiot, you will understand what I'm telling you someday. Our physical differences now aren't going to mean a damn thing in the future. Mental growth is what matters most. I want you to become someone who can sympathize with the pain other people feel. I could have sworn I saw tears welling up in his eyes. The hell was that about? He just beat me up, and here he was looking sad? Damn it. I'm not like you. Yes, you are. You're my little brother. You'll always be my little brother. Nothing can ever change that. I can still remember what a disgustingly sentimental look he was giving me when he said that. You can die too then. Just die. 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 I don't care if you're my brother. I'll kill... What the hell? Yuya, cut it out. Let me go. Get your hands off of me. Wait, asshole. Listen, mental growth is what matters most. Carve that into your heart and never forget it. Fucking hypocrite. He acts all kind, but his punches hurt like a son of a bitch. Yuya. Are you alright? You didn't suffer any head trauma or anything, did you? Just leave me alone. You may not understand what he was trying to tell you right now, but one day, when you've grown up, you will. Neither of you know the first damn thing about me. Why? Why the hell was I the last one to be born? I want a younger sibling. Maybe then I'd have some clue what the fuck you two are talking about. Man, I'd love the piss out of a younger brother or sister. And we do love you, Yuya, both of us. huh? We know that you're a good kid at heart. Come on, let's make a grave for this little critter, okay, Yuya? A trash can would be just fine. Yuya! If you keep this up, you're going to be alone your whole life. My sister grabbed me by both shoulders and looked me right in the eyes when she said this. But I didn't care about a word she was saying, I just pushed her away. So you're doing this because you love me, huh? Don't act like you have the first clue what I'm all about, you lying bitch. Yuya, it's the truth. I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone. I won't lose to anyone either, and I certainly won't tolerate other people lying to me. Not ever. That's right, I've been like this for a long time. I've always tried to figure out how to intuit what others are truly feeling, to get honest reactions out of them. No one seems to understand that I'm incapable of understanding the people around me. That's why I made a point of studying the world and keeping to myself, simply trying my best not to stand out. I play the part of a loner. I pretend I'm interested in boring conversations and smile. I pretend to care about problems of others and fake a concerned expression. Not a single one of my classmates has ever caught on to the fact that it's all just make-believe. They greet me with smiles and see through their lies. And I see through their lies. They all act like they can judge a person based on his outward actions, without ever seeing his true nature. Every one of them is completely deceived by my act. They're all empty-headed fools, worthy of only my contempt. They're just like my brother and sister, unforgivable cretins who lie to my face. That's why I've decided to conduct a little experiment. A way to see if I can really understand other people, and if I can make them understand me. I wonder if any of you were aware that all I ever wanted was to kill you. Like animals, humans are honest only when they're on the brink of death. They all look right in the eye and engage me in real, true dialogue. With rare exception. A fine answer. Just what I was hoping for. Show me more. Show me more of those naked emotions. Yes, sadly. I will not perform for you. There was one who held back the screams and the begging and simply passed away in your silence. The hell is that? You trying to stand up to me? It was a thoroughly unsatisfying kill. There needs to be more mutual understanding. I'd expected to see more change within myself after coming to this place, but there was nothing. I killed but felt no remorse, no sympathy, none of the emotions I was supposed to feel. Yuya, all life is equal. Don't ever forget that. All life is equal? Huh, yeah, sure it is. It's all exactly the same when it's snuffed out, humans, animals, and filthy worms alike. But I suppose there is one difference, even if it feels the same. After committing to the sin of ending a human life, there's no turning back, no redemption. I didn't regret what I'd done, but it did make me realize that I had no prospects now, no future. What was that? Did I just feel pity for someone? My stomach's all growly. Yes, that was it, even then. This odd sensation, taking pity on another human being. You're really shaking, are you alright? I have to go to the bathroom. That badly? Why have you held it in for so long? I was with my big brother until just a moment ago, but we got separated. Didn't you tell your big brother that you need to use the restroom? I did, but we just kept finding unusable bathrooms. And I thought about going somewhere else, but I didn't want my big brother to see me do that, so... What a devoted little sister, yes. This is just what I've been looking for. A being far weaker than I, whom I tasked to protect. This is it. This is exactly it. Is something wrong, Kazami? If I had this girl by my side, this girl upon whom I actually took pity, then maybe there could still be a future, even for a man like me. Indeed, if I'm capable of feeling sorry for someone, maybe there still exists some means of that atoning for my sins. If I could just live with this little girl. So how about it? Will you live with me? What? I think I'll be okay on my own. I'll look for my big brother myself. By yourself? Why? After I finally found a little sister, why must even she distance herself from me? No. No! Run, rabbit, run! Bad rabbit, you're coming with me. You see, this is what happens when you disobey your big brother, Yuka. I've been screaming and crying so much that my throat was now bone dry. I couldn't manage any more than a whimper. My throat was actually in a lot of pain. It burned like someone had cut it wide open. Kazami had raised the knife as if it were about to kill me, but for some reason he just froze like that. And all I could do was lie there, struggling to breathe. Aside from his heavy panting, I could only hear the sound of my own chattering teeth. I don't want to die. I want to see my big brother again, even if it's just one last time. I breathed in as deeply as I could, then mustered every last bit of strength I had. I wanted to call out with all my heart, with all my might. I wanted to call for help. Big brother. No good. The sentiment was there, but the words couldn't possibly have been heard by anyone else, except the person I didn't want to hear them. Big brother won't know to come help me, if that's as loud as I can go. Big brother. Big brother, big brother. My strange scream seemed to snap Kazami out of his trance. He brought the tip of his knife onto my cheek, but it didn't break the skin. You do know that no matter how much you scream, no one's going to come save you, right? He was looking down at me with blank, empty eyes. It was like he'd just woken up from a really long dream. Big brother is going to come. I was absolutely certain about that. He may not have found me yet, but I knew he was looking. He was worried and looking all over for me. It was only a matter of time. Big brother is my prince, after all. The prince always comes to rescue his princess. He's not coming, after all. He's already here. Your big brother's right here. He is coming. Shut your mouth. My struggle to get the words came to an abrupt end as Kazami's hands pressed down hard on my face, covering my nose and mouth and suffocating me. For all the pain and fear I was feeling, I knew I had a chance to fight back, so I opened my mouth and bit down hard on his palm. I must have bitten even harder than I thought. I could taste his blood. It was warm and minerally, and slid down my parched throat, easing a little bit of the pain and dryness. He is coming. Big brother is coming for sure. I just kept shouting. I didn't care if these were the last words I said. I had no regrets. I just wanted to cry out. Big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother, big brother. He's not coming, he's not coming, he's not coming, he's not coming. Your big brother is not coming. It all happened in an instant. Kazami just grabbed his head in both of his hands and let out a cry of pain that didn't even sound human. What is it? What is it? What the hell is going on? Voice I'm hearing. Did I really want a little sister? I did. I wanted a little sister. Someone weaker than I. Yes, someone who needed me. But was it really a little sister that I wanted? That's right. If I had a little sister, I'd change. My head. He grabbed his head again and began stumbling around. He looked like he was in real pain. There were even tears in his eyes. Damn it. God damn it. God damn it all. What does this all mean? I don't need a reason. Not now. It's too late for that. This is who I am now. This is what I've become. Everything is mine. I've stomped out everything that went in my way. And I held my head high the whole time. Are you okay? Does your head hurt? I have some headache medicine in my pocket. You can take some if you want. Sorry for the pause, y'all. We have, what's it called? Our fire alarms in my house. They are broken to all hell. We've tried fixing them, replacing the battery. Nothing has changed. They just go off every so often, even though there's no fire. So I muted myself for a second. Sorry about that. It will be an ongoing problem. We're professionals here at the Moonsong channel. How has it come to this? If I had a little sister, maybe I'd acted more like a big brother should. Yes, I'm sure of it. I'd have been just like my asshole brother when he was crying over me. Kazami. He fell to his knees and just stayed like that, not moving, not even breathing. Thank God he's fucking dead. After another unnerving yell, the huge man with the hammer just stood there staring at me. He has blood spattered all over him. Somehow, though, I got the impression he wasn't going to attack me. Are you here to save me? He reached one hand toward me, slowly and gently. Though it may have been a little too slowly, he moved like a zombie, as if I were watching a TV show in slow motion. What's wrong? It almost seemed like he was afraid of me, but I was just a little girl tied to a table. What could he possibly think I'd do to him? Is there someone else here? He didn't answer. I wasn't even sure he heard the question. He wasn't looking at me, he was looking past me. I want to know what you're looking at. Kill her. His mournful yell echoed throughout the room. My arms and legs suddenly went slack. It felt like I could move them now. Slowly I opened my eyes and confirmed that this enormous man had just smashed apart the dry knots that were holding my hands and feet in place. I knew I didn't have much time. I tried my hardest to wake up my sleeping hands and feet and shake the broken, splintered ropes from my wrists and ankles. Kill her! My arms and legs were still so numb that I couldn't trust myself to get out of the room so safely. I had to think of something else. I had to buy some time. Seemed like the little girl was pulling the huge man's strings. He didn't really want to hurt me, so maybe I could reason with him? What are you doing? Kill her! What's wrong? He suddenly doubled over and began clawing at his throat, seemingly in a great deal of pain. Reasoning with him really wasn't going to work. He was too unstable, and if it came down to me or the little girl, I was pretty sure I wouldn't win. Now might be the best chance to escape. There's a faucet here, but I don't know if it'll actually work. That's what I thought. No water. My throat is so dry. What do I do? There has to be some way out of this. Light the Bunsen burner? It's not even making any noises, and no gas is coming out. It's not working. I need to find something else. Faucet doesn't work. What do? There has to be some way out of this. There's a bottle on the ground filled with transparent liquid. Take it? Take it. I wonder what's in here. It's not water, is it? Required hydraulic acid. How long are you planning to squat there like that? Kill her! Instinctively, I threw the glass bottle at the huge man with a hammer. He flinched and stumbled backwards. His hammer was still raised, however, and smashed into one of the light bulbs on the ceiling, shattering it. It's dark, but I might be able to get away now. The feeling had begun returning to my legs, so there was no wasted time. Time to waste. Habitually yelling, "Excuse me," as I left, I darted through the dark lab, using what I remembered of its layout to avoid obstacles and reach the door. Hey, did you do that on purpose? Worthless scum. Fix it or you get no more rewards from me. Just go after her already. How many times have we crossed paths with that girl now? Maybe she has the paper scrap to keep her safe. Her fate hasn't been sealed yet. I have to find somewhere to hide. I could hear the sounds of someone else running just a short distance in front of me. I couldn't make out who it was with certainty, but I did briefly catch a glimpse of a figure retreating into the darkness, and it looked like... Big Brother? That was Big Brother just now, wasn't it? I took off in pursuit. If that was my Big Brother, then I just had to catch up with him. Big Brother! Big Brother! He mustn't have heard me. His pace never slowed, and I saw him disappear around a corner. He's not stopping. I have to go after him. Big Brother! Big Brother! Fucking red all over the screen. The only thing I can see. Oh, I have to search everywhere. This is the room where I was tied up, isn't it? I don't want to go back in there ever again. School's nurse's office? Look like he's not in here. He's going to find me if I stay here. I have to run. Oh, this is a new screen. Game over. Damn. I have to save a lot more often. Because it looks like in this section I can die a lot easier. Okay, we're not going in there, not going to the nurse. It's really cold in here. There's no taking it back. There's no going back. There's no The paper is torn at this point, cutting off the rest of the sentence. Wooden shelving unit with a glass door seems to be locked. Fortunately, there's nothing useful inside. No time to search shelves anyway. I have to find my big brother. He's not in here either. Big brother? He'll find me if I stay in here. So I'm just being chased this whole fucking sequence? Great. Big brother, are you in here? It's Yuka. If you're here, please come out. He's not here either, and I don't see any good places to hide. The floor smells like it could give away at any moment. I'm scared. Big brother, where'd you go? He's not in here, huh? May I have those fingernails? Yuka, if you're in here, please come out. It's like I have to fucking speedrun this chapter. Big brother, where'd you go? It's too quiet. I don't think he came this way. I should look for him back in the main hallway. What's that noise? Suddenly, my field of vision started to go topsy-turvy. Was I falling? It was an earthquake, but there was more than just that. The floor beneath me was moving up and down in time with the quake's left and right motion. Big brother, big brother! I tried putting one hand on the floor for balance and getting back to my feet. I need to keep going after Big Brother, otherwise I'll lose his trail. I thought he'd done it. I was standing now and had started getting used to the vibrations. As long as I hugged the walls, I could walk. But that all quite literally came crashing down around me soon enough. The wildly shaking floor cracked and crumbled, and I was free-falling. In the bomb shelter, let's go. I raised my head and found myself lying on top of a pile of rubble. I wasn't too much worse for the wear, though, all things considered. Where am I? I looked all around me frantically, but saw nothing but remotely familiar. But saw nothing even remotely familiar. This was definitely someplace new. It didn't feel much like a school anymore. The walls and floors were made from packed dirt, with only railroad ties keeping it all together. It's really musty down here. I knew I was underground. I had to be. It just felt that way. There were no windows anywhere, and based on the smell, there was no ventilation either. It's really hard to breathe. Oh no, Big Brother! Big Brother might have got caught off guard by an earthquake too, I thought. He could be down here. It was a big one after all. Maybe he was injured. Maybe he couldn't move. I have to find him right away. I tried pushing myself up from the pile of rubble, ready to shoot to my feet and continue the search. That didn't last long, however. My hands and feet were still a little numb from the ropes, making it hard to keep my balance. I fell back onto my butt. My underwear was completely waterlogged, like a full sponge. It squished unpleasantly on the debris, sending a cold chill through my entire body. What's going on? I reached down and felt it, and there was absolutely soaked through. It would take forever for it to dry. That's right, I forgot. I peed myself. I was so wrapped up in running for my life and chasing after Big Brother, I hadn't even noticed a wetness. But now I couldn't get it out of my mind. It's so gross. Tears welling up my eyes. How could I be so pathetic? I forced myself to my feet, doing my best to try and ignore the squishy sensation. I wouldn't be able to ignore it for long, though. My panties were noticeably heavier now, and the urine they absorbed was practically ice cold. I couldn't go on like this. I was going to get a rash or catch pneumonia or something, and every step was going to be its own form of mushy-gushy hell. Well, what could I do? I could take them off, but then what? Carry them with me? Ew. Leave them on the floor for someone else to find? No thanks. Big Brother, I swallowed my pride, held back my tears as best as I could. Isn't there any way I could go to get these off? The door won't open. Is it locked? I'll have to find someplace else. The door is sealed firmly shut. There's no way to open it. Is this an actual bathroom? There are no protective seals and no weird smells. The only bathrooms I'd seen up to this point were unusable, charms in the door mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. But this looked to be a completely normal bathroom, certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway. Are we gonna use the bathroom, or... There's a loose piece of wood on the ground here. This might be useful for something. Acquired piece of wood. I wonder if I can get in the stalls. I tried pulling on one of the wooden stall doors. Is anybody in here? I listened carefully for any hint of a response, even going so far as to hold my breath. I guess if somebody did respond, it would be pretty scary, but there wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt, after all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproofed. It's perfect. There's nobody else around. I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack in the ground, about 5 centimeters wide, 1 centimeter thick. This might be a good spot to hide them. Finally, I was able to get out of those waterlogged panties. Despite being alone, I still crouched down and removed them as discreetly as I could. I then stuffed them tightly into the crack I discovered. The hole's not big enough. Some of it's still sticking out. If only there was a little more space. What do I do now? I know, I can use this piece of wood to dig in there and make it bigger. Used piece of wood. I'm so glad Big Brother didn't have to see me doing this. Please don't let anybody find me until I'm done. Especially not Big Brother. Not that Big Brother would be likely to wander into a girl's bathroom, but it was possible given the circumstances. So just to be safe, I figured it couldn't hurt to pray that didn't happen. Maybe I should stuff them down even farther. I'd be embarrassed if anyone were to find these after all. Okay, my underwear was now totally buried and out of sight. There was no way anyone would come across them. Would come across it, even if they didn't know it was there. Satisfied, I stood up. It's so drafty now, but it's still a lot better than wearing wet panties. been nothing but earthquakes since we got here. I wonder if this place will be okay. It seems even older than the school building. I peeked my head up from the bathroom and looked around. Nobody's out there, right? Big brother, big brother. My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me, considering that the wet dirt walls, I didn't think sound would travel that far. No, what did that say? If any of Big Brother's friends are nearby, please. I really want to wash my hands. I began walking through the hall once again, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion. Let's go, piss girl, let's go. Set of skeletal remains. There's a student ID name tag. Great Harbor Elementary School. Chihiro Tamamura. God, this place is fucking huge. I'm gonna save. Not much going on down here in Yuka's section. Ain't going to the death room yet. That's where bad shit happens. Oh. Shobu University Middle School, Michi Moritoshi. Takine Municipal Middle School, Kyugo, Shibuya. I graduated high school. I don't know how to sound out words. Let's go. The door to this particular room was shuddering ever so slightly, as if there were a breeze blowing against it gently from inside. I think I can open this. Slowly and hesitantly, I put both hands on the doorknob and started to turn. I guess I can go in. Alright, let's see what's in here. I hope it connects to an exit somewhere. It smells awful. As soon as the door opened even a crack, a powerful, horrible stench slammed into my face and twisted around my nasal cavities like a jet of water. This is the smell of something rotting. I was instantly feeling nauseous and lightheaded, as if I were suddenly deprived of oxygen. I can't do this. I need to get out of here. That sounded like water. Is there water in here? Holding my nose, I stepped back into the room and crept over toward the source of the noise. As if If there were water in here, maybe I could wash my hands, I thought. Where is it? My extreme thirst came back full force as well. Clean water was the greatest thing I could have possibly found at this point. I accidentally kicked over a bucket, spilling its contents to the ground right in front of me. Countless flies immediately flew out of the overturned bucket and began swarming all around me. Their buzzing wings sounded right up against my ears as if they were attacking me. I let go of my nose and began flailing my arms wildly, attempting in vain to drive them away. I can't even see my hands in front of my face. As I haphazardly stumbled forward, I found my foot splashing in shallow liquid. Mere moments later, my hand came in contact with a wall and brushed against a switch. I heard a faint clicking sound, and then the lights blinked on, and I got a clear look at the room I was standing in. What is this place? Are those bodies? A large portion of the floor had been dug out into something resembling a pool, which was filled with stagnant, discolored water and dismembered bodies. The bodies were decomposing a lot faster than they naturally would. On account of the wetness, most of them had swarms of maggots instead of faces. Several bodies had actually washed up on the ground outside the pool as well. Those few that still had limbs looked like they may lose them at any moment. Their torsos were all swollen and black, and everything else was bone white. Why are there so many bodies in one place? The closest door was spurting a sappy mucus from its nose and mouth and staring at me with an ugly, mean expression. The thick fluid coming out of it was reddish-brown in color and seemed to be a disgusting mixture of blood and dead bugs. What's that sound? Some sort of huge door high along the top of the wall opened up, and I could clearly feel a breeze blowing through the room. It was a trash chute? If I climb up here, maybe I can get back into the school building. What is that? I can hear something. It's getting closer. I was afraid of what might be coming through the hole, so I put some distance between it and myself. Something heavy fell from above and splashed into the pool, spraying my face with rotten, stagnant water. A body! A body! It hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The body that had just fallen into the pool of water was wearing a school uniform. As soon as it touched the liquid, it began bubbling and melting into it as if it were a bag of ingredients tossed into a stew pot. One of the poor victim's lungs floated on top of the surface, giving the whole scene even more of a sick soup-like appearance. I need to get out of here now. I can't stay in here any longer. I dragged my wet foot on the dry part of the ground for a second or two, then made a dash for the door. As soon as I was back out in the hall, I fell onto my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The smell of death and decay was still sticking to me and still trying to snake its way into my nose. It was all I could do not to throw up on the spot. I hadn't eaten anything for hours, so I'm not even sure what I would have actually thrown up, but I still felt like I had to, more strongly than ever before. Maybe it would have been best just to let it come out. I'm sure I would have felt better afterwards. But honestly, I didn't want to see my own vomit right now. Not after all the other disgusting things I'd seen. I'd had enough. Why has all this happened? In times like this especially, I really longed for my big brother. If only he were here with me. I cried out for him in prayer. Big brother, please, come save me. Come save me. I can't move. Is somebody there? Is somebody there? It hurts. Oh, fuck you, Sachiko. There's a little girl here with an arm outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side. What's wrong? Are you alright? She was faintly glowing. Is she a ghost? My stomach really hurts, and my chest feels like it's on fire. And she seems to be in a lot of pain, but all I can do for her is... Here, I don't see any injuries. Is it painful? It hurts. All I could do for her was offer physical comfort. I rubbed her back. Maybe she'd feel better. Thanks. I'm sorry, this is all I know how to do. It feels a little better now. Does it? I'm so glad to hear that. The girl grimaced again, as if she were experiencing some new pain all of a sudden. You shouldn't push yourself too hard, okay? Okay. So did you get lost in here too? Uh-huh, I don't know. I just woke up in here. Woke up? And I've been so alone. So you've been all alone all this time. You've been a real trooper then. I gently brushed my hand against the little girl's face, wiping away her tears. I'd only just met her, but I already really felt for her. She had it a lot worse than